Hello guys, today in this video I'm going to show you how to do long division. And long division is one of two ways to divide polynomials such as what we're going to look at in this video. It says 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 over x plus 2. And you might have heard the term long division before in like elementary school. Because it refers to the thing that you see on your left. You do 245 divided by 5. And you just use long division, and as you can see below that, like you get 5 times 4, and you get 20. 24 minus 20 is 4, and then you have to drop down the 5, and you have 45. So you do 5 times 9 is 45, and then you get 0 when you subtract it all. So we're going to do a similar thing like that, and with this problem right here. And so let's just go right into it. So how we're going to set it up is first of all, the thing underneath the division bar, or the fraction bar, whatever you like to call it, that's the divisor. Oh, I ran out of space. But that's the divisor. So that's basically the 5 that you see on the left it's on the outside of the division bar. On the top of the fraction bar, that's the dividend, which is also the 245 in the normal long division problems. So how we're going to set this up is we're going to have 2x squared plus, that's a little too high. We have 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 over x plus 2. Okay? So you have x plus 2 outside of the division bar, even though it looks a little wonky. It's just to the side of that, it's outside of it. And inside of it, we have 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. And so with the rule, with polynomials, if you look at your divisor, you can only divide the amount of terms that's equal to your divisor. So say you look at your divisor for this problem, it's x plus 2. So that's 2 terms. So when you divide it into 2x squared plus 7x plus 6, you can only go 2 terms at a time. So we can do x plus 2 2x squared divided by x plus 2. We just start with the first 2 numbers first. Okay? So what we have to do first is to get the first number of the dividend to match the first number of the divisor. So we have to multiply. So how many times does x go into 2x squared? That'll be 2x, right? So you will put 2x above the second term, not the first term, and then you'll multiply 2x squared, and then you have also to do it to 2x. You have to do 2x times 2 because distributive property. So you have 4x here. And then you may be thinking, wait, wouldn't this negative 2 up here, wouldn't that be a negative? That's wrong. Because people may think, oh wait, it should be a negative because that has to be a negative, and then this has to be a negative, so you can subtract and get 0. But no, that's wrong. Because if you look over to the side here, in normal long division problems, when you do the 5 times 4, you get the 20. So you're trying to aim for positive here and not negative. And the reason behind that is if you do 5 times 49, that's 5 times 49, that'll get you 245. But if you do 5 times negative 49, that's 9, that'll be a negative 245, which is not what we want. We wanted a 245. So that's why we keep it positive instead of negative. Okay, so let's just go through it. That'll be 0, and that'll be a 3x right there. And we just drop down to 6, because you know how we drop down to 5 over here. We drop down to 6. Okay, so we have a plus 6 here. And we gotta see how many times does x go into 3x. That's times 3. So you put a plus 3 up here. You do 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. So look at that. it perfectly cancels out to 0. So your answer would be 2x plus 3. Now you may be thinking, wait, what happens if it doesn't come out to be 0? Let's just say it comes out to be 3. Like, just for example, it doesn't actually come out to be 3, it's 0. But let's just say it comes out to be 3. So what will happen if we are left with 3? You may be thinking, oh wait, we go decimals, right? Because that's what we do for normal long division. But no, we're not going to go into decimals or anything like that. We're not going to go to extra numbers. What we're going to do is just going to use a remainder. Like, you know how we had like 49 remainder 2 back in the day, back in elementary school? We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to have 2x plus 3, and we're not going to write remainder 3 because that's elementary school. We're not allowed to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to do plus our remainder over the divisor, and the divisor is x plus 2. So that would be your answer if there was a remainder. So hopefully you guys understand how long division works. Next time I make a video on polynomial division, I'll talk about synthetic division, which is a lot more simpler and probably easier to use. So yeah, have a good day.